I am pleased to be here. I am not lying about this. It is in fact true that I am pleased to have here. I have come all this way, gone out of my way, travelled far, tolerated many inconveniences. I order to be here, and at no particular reward, but I am glad. It makes sense that I should expend my time in this manner. It makes no difference whether I would have spent this time in a situation more entertaining than this one. Rather, I enjoy being in a position of dislocation. It is quirky and tickles me. It is pleasant. I am slightly dislodged from where I normally nestle myself. I am released and find myself anew. My voice is doing acrobatics I am not quite accustomed to. It is pleasant, like somebody forcing a stretch out of me, a stretch I was wholly unaware I was capable of. Look at me, bend in ways unseen before. And so it was on my hair that I saw a dog. And you didn't expect me to say that, did you? But there it is, in all its honesty and placid reality. I saw a dog, and it was drinking a glass of milk. It did this rather casually. It was with a smoothness I'd not seen in an adult human being before, not while drinking milk. It was with a grace unimaginable. He leaned back with an air of dignity you have never seen in a creature, and held his glass with ease. There were no scratches in the side of the vessel. It was as if fluid to his paw. Naturally, my nose pressured against the train window as I peered out at the spectacle. The spectacle consisted of a dog in the fields, reclining in a garden chair with sunglasses on, and drinking a pleasantly chilled glass of milk. It was splendid. For a moment, a whole possibility flickered before my eyes. That I could be him. Indeed, that in an alternate universe, I was him. I was that dog. Once, and the sunshine glinted in his shaded spectacles, and I knew he shared my secret. It was known between us, and no one else. The lady selling shacks on the train disturbed this crucial moment. The moment I locked eyes, with the dog, and she bothered and pestered me with her wares. By the time I had shooed her away, it was too late. The dog had lapsed into reading his newspaper again, and I was no longer at the forefront of his attention. The train prattled on along the rails and carried me to this point. And I can't explain to you what I am, where I come from, now that I have seen my alter ego in flesh. I do not make sense prior to this moment. I belong elsewhere. And that's why you see, I am glad. I am here. I am a figment of the dog's imagination. My reality is nested in highs in his snout. And he lives in Foley with his newspaper and joys of a countryside, sunshine, life, reclined in a chair. And I am here, in some sense, I suppose, talking with you, undergoing strange experiments, perhaps of a medical nature. I am not really sure. I am contributing to some scientific enterprise. Of this I am certain, but it is a passive way to contribute. I lend my arm and let the establishments take samples of my fluids and soar and screen me for unusual behavior. I hoped at this point, because I am elsewhere with my significant other, the dog in the countryside. That is where I really am. We are his dreams, side by side, a floating coupling of silent vanities.